Okay, I think we are live. So, hello everyone. I want to welcome you in the March monthly product update. We promise to deliver you updates every month about all the important things that are happening within Vue Storefront and the ecosystem. So here we are. And what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, we'll talk about Vue Storefront Next. Then we will give you some updates about Vue Storefront 1. Then we will give you updates about ShopperPWA. After that, we have some announcement. So please stay with us till the end. And at the end, you will have a chance to ask us questions and we'll try to answer you the best we can. And today with us is, of course, Maciek Kucmus, who is a ShopperPWA tech lead. There is Filip Jędrasik, who is Vue Storefront 1 tech lead, and there is me, and I am a cat. So let's start with Vue Storefront Next. So the plan for today and the updates I want to give you are about Vue Storefront Next version 2.3, which is the closest version that is even released right now as RC. Then I want to give you an update about our documentation, because that's the most crucial part that is right now missing for Vue Storefront. I want to also give you an update about the integrations that are coming into our ecosystem and what is next for Vue Storefront Next. So the closest version that was released as release candidate number 1 this week is Vue Storefront Next 2.3, and this is finally the final API of Vue Storefront Next. So we already have everything in place, and from there we just want to build additional things on top, but we think that current API is stable enough and feature-rich enough to cover most of the use cases. So that's the final API of Vue Storefront Next, and this is a huge milestone for us. And now we're building everything around it. So documentation, pipelines, tutorials, integrations, and stuff like this. And as I said, RC1, so release candidate, is already there for adventurous people. So if you want to use it, you can check our GitHub, the next branch, and just run it. It is including Vue Storefront middleware and a bunch of other updates. Also, it's performing much better than current 2.2.2 version. So I really encourage you to try it. And we plan to release the final 2.3, so no release candidate, in 2 or 3 weeks. Right now, we're mostly doing stabilization and docs. And when speaking about docs, you can always check the status of the documentation, also things that we would like to write about here. This is our Notion, and you can find here all table of contents for the Vue Storefront documentation that we are planning to write. And everything that is marked as green is already in the docs. Everything that is marked as blue is already either on code review or is on the branch for the upcoming release. And the things that are not even blue or green are yet to cover. We also finished the documentation of commerceless integration. So I think in less than a month, we should have everything covered and ready for you. So that's a huge milestone for us. Whoa. Also, we want to constantly improve the documentation, so it's not like, we will push them and forget about them. We want to do iteration almost every release to see if what we have is up to date, to see if this is the right way of explaining things for the community, and what is most important, to see if we are covering the things that you're asking about the most. And you can help us with code reviews. Everything is on our GitHub. You can also reach out to me on Slack if you want to help with the documentation, either as a reviewer or as a contributor. So if this is something you'd like to help with us, we would really appreciate that, and just let me know. Another super important thing is the status of documentation for Vue Storefront Next. So I created a page during Hackathon just to relax myself, where you can find all available integrations and upcoming integrations. By the way, this is not a full list of what we are working on right now, but I will tell a little bit more about this later. And you can also find all the CMS, payment, authentication, and all the other integrations that we are currently working on or that are currently available to use. If you click on a tile, one of those, it will just redirect you to a proper documentation of specific integration. Again, yes, so the new integrations that we haven't talked about previously are Bloomreach, both CMS, search, and like the full integration of Bloomreach. Recurly for recurring payments, Auth0 for authentication, Algolia, I think you all know Algolia, ADN payments, and Bazaar Voice for reviews. Also, there are new e-commerce integrations coming, and some of them are not yet mentioned in this documentation and will be announced on the event. So this is exactly what I said like a minute ago. And if you want to know what event, just wait a second. It's in the end. And well, that would be it about the status. So not that much has changed since the last update. Obviously, like the biggest thing that happened to us is the fact that API of Vue Storefront Next is stable right now. So if you will be building your integration on top of that, or if you will be building your custom frontend on top of that, or if you will be building a shop based on one of the supported platforms, there shouldn't be any significant breaking changes. And you should expect that the platform is covering most of the functionalities of the e-commerce platform that you have. And we plan to release a new version in like around middle Q2. We don't have exact date set it yet. And our focus will be on stability of the platform, will be on documenting this, also with all the cases that people are asking for, because we have a bunch of pilot clients right now, and we're trying to improve documentation based on that. And we're also trying to improve the Vue Storefront itself based on feedback from these clients. So we're not planning so many features by themselves for 2.4. We just want to make the platform much more stable and much more performant. And when talking about performance right now, when you benchmark this, of course, like, you know, that score always varies, because when you're benchmarking this with page speed insights, it's choosing one of the closest data centers, so the scores could be different. But on average right now, we are scoring 70, 85, with most of the metrics being green on the Lighthouse score. And we aim for 80, 90 in the next 1-2 releases. Time to interactive is one of the metrics that you want to improve on, and also total blocking time. So these are the two key things that we want to focus on for the next 1 or 2 releases regarding performance. And I think that would be it about Vue Storefront Next. Now I'm passing my voice to Filip Jędrasik, who is in charge of Vue Storefront 1.
Hello, everyone. In terms of Vue Storefront 1, almost nothing changed, because we have a bit delay because I had to jump into other more important tasks. That's why we had to delay our plans, which I showed on the previous monthly, which you could see on the slide on the screen. So plans for Vue Storefront 1, I had to delay them. That's why we still did not release 1.12.3. I was still able to delegate a few minor things and do a little progress there, but definitely it needs more to do to release the new stuff. So I believe that I will be able to come back and spend more time with this version in like from 2 to 4 weeks, something like that. And well, in terms of Vue Storefront 1, I think that's all. Thanks.
Awesome. So now I'm passing voice to Maciek to talk about ShopperPWA. And I think I should... Okay.
Yeah, it's my... Hello, everyone. So yeah, during the last month, we have released the 0.7 version of the ShopperPWA, which contains a lot of bug fixes and features as well. So as you can see, we are strongly focused on bug fixing and making the products more stable. Our goal is to prepare the ShopperPWA that can be ready for production, go live without any worries about the project. So maybe this is our goal so far. We are growing, and what can I say? The team is growing. The number of features is increasing, and yeah. Hi again, Patrick. Welcome on board again. So what's next? Our plans for the upcoming weeks are the Shopware to get aligned with the Shopware version 6.4, and this is happening now. And in the second quarter, we will be in the middle of the work on it. And yeah, that version will bring us fancy features like product page built completely in CMS. So yeah, we can wait for that version to be released. So as I mentioned before, the bug fixing describes the most what is going on now in the project. We're heading to the stability, and of course we don't forget about the plugins. The plugins is a crucial thing when we are thinking about the Shopware itself. So we're still preparing the use cases and some articles about the plugins, how to write it, how to publish it, and how to use it within the ShopperPWA. So yeah, and I need to mention about how your feedback important is, because we are calling our product to be community driven. So each issue reported in the Slack or the GitHub is really important and helps us to improve the product. So feel free to visit our repository on the GitHub. You can find there a very useful information about the product itself, but also you can find the links to the Slack channel, official Slack channel, and other places you can leave your opinion about the product. So I encourage you start using it and share your opinion about the ShopperPWA. So thank you.
Oh, okay. That was supposed to be me, but I can talk with you, sharing as well. So that's the special news that we want to talk about at the end. So before we talk about the special news, make sure that this weekend on Saturday, so on 13th of March, you will visit Vue Storefront India meetup. It's hosted online by our Rata Labs, and there is a bunch of very, very interesting talks. Ise Ritzma will be talking about modernizing Vue Storefront 1. I have a talk about Vue Storefront Next, and also our Rata Labs team have a talk about the Shopify integration. So if you are looking to use Vue Storefront with Shopify, definitely this is an event for you. And you know, what else we could do on Saturday morning except doing this? And the big event that we want to announce is Vue Storefront Summit. It's the first event of its type, and we want to host such summit once a year. This time, it will be fully dedicated into Vue Storefront Next. So that would be actually the time when Vue Storefront Next could be treated as something that is ready. And because of this, we want to show all the cards with you. So we want to show you all the available integrations, also the ones that are not yet announced. And there's few of them. We want to also give you presentation of these integrations, talk a little bit about the future of the project, talk a little bit about what we believe in, what we are trying to achieve with Vue Storefront Next architecture, and also hear some stories from merchants who already implemented Vue Storefront Next. So there is a very, very oriented around Vue Storefront Next event, and we really hope that you will be there. Also, there is April 20. We all know what that means, so I think you can enjoy it even better. And well, thank you very much. And I think right now it's time for Q&A. So if you have any questions, just pass them into the chat and we'll try to answer them. Yep. Okay, I think there was a slide at the end, but I forgot this, but this is a free form. Thanks, Halil. Halil is, by the way, one of our clients. I think we can say more. Or we can. Okay, so we will be here like for the next 5 minutes, let's say. And if you have any questions, just drop them on a chat. And if you won't have, we'll just leave, but you can still ask us questions on Slack, on Twitter, and basically anywhere you want. I can just sit here and wait, dressed like a cat. And Maciek is getting drunk, as always.
It's time for this.
Yeah, definitely. 5 p.m. How could you survive till then?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a question, actually. How many new integrations are prepared? So this is not as easy. I mean, the answer is not as easy as it may seem, because one thing is having an integration. Another thing is actually making the presentation about this. So we will be probably announce all available ones, but we can't guarantee that all of them will be ready at the moment of announcement. There are 3 that we want to announce that we will be ready, and we are talking with other integrators. If some integrations will be just announced but not presented, it means that there will be a follow-up webinar with the integration, like probably a few weeks or a few months after the event. But the exact count, I think that I counted this some time ago, and it's 11 integrations, e-commerce integrations, already being built for Vue Storefront Next. So probably if you're thinking about any major e-commerce platform, I guess this is covered. Of course, like, it's not us building all of them. Our partners are working really hard on this. This is why it's so hard to align all of this into one event. But we'd like to show at least few of them to you on the event, and then do a follow-up webinars with the presentation of others, and at the same time announce everything that we would like to show later as well. By the way, hey, Konrad. Halil is asking why that outfit. Why not? I actually bought it to my girlfriend for her birthday some time ago, but she's not wearing it that much. So I thought, like, maybe I should, just to give her a good example, and maybe at some point she will be jealous and start wearing this as well. And then I will say, no, it's mine. Do we have any other questions? Thank you, Niklas. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're doing these updates too often. I remember that at the last meetup update, we're answering the questions for like 20 or 30 minutes straight. By the way, if you also think that we're doing this too often and there's not enough information for you in the event, in this form of communication, just let us know. We can do this, every 2 months, every quarter. Maybe every year is not a good way. But I can tell a joke.
I need to tell something about the Niklas. Niklas is the most involved person from the community of ShopperPWA. And yeah, hi again. And keep going.
Okay, guys, so I have a question, and the first person who will answer on our Slack will get a shout out. So why do Java developers wear glasses?
Don't
That's
know.
the only joke actually I know in English. Come on, there's 20 of you. Someone has to know. Okay, so the answer is because they don't see Sharp. And I think that's a great ending of today's product update. So if you have any other questions, just let us know. And I think we see each other next month. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Take care.
Bye.